Some people might tell you not to do this and to put these in dry, but with this V, they're kind of a pain in the butt to get in, so I'm going to put a little 80-90 on them. Just a little bit of gear oil, just to help it push it in. It should slide in real nice with this stuff. And with this V, I don't have to worry about them popping back out in any way, because once these are in, they're not coming out. If it was an inline 4-cylinder, I would not do that. Get these cables on here. Now, when you're adjusting this cable, there's one adjustment right here you can make. There's always adjustments up here too. But to get it right, what you want just a little bit of play like this when you roll the throttle back and forth. You don't want them tight. You want them just to roll just a little bit. The cables are a little sticky. I might have to lube those up a little bit too. I had to lube the choke cable up and fix it. I gotta get this choke cable on here. Yeah, it's working for now. It wasn't before. Cool. I'm gonna try to get this thing in here. Wish me luck. I got the fuel valve on the wrong side. Son of a... What the... Well, I gotta take it all back off. Okay, now that I got the fuel line on the right side, let's try this a second time. Oh, looks like I got them both started. I'm just going to kind of work both sides just a little at a time, and it should pop right in. It's in there. A lot of people over tighten these band clamps. They don't need to be really tight. As you can tell by me putting them in, just the hose is all by itself. They keep these carbs on really well. Now, before I get too carried away putting all this together, I'm going to run it again. I got fuel in it. My fuel line's leaking. Yeah, I put a crack in this fuel line that goes down from here to the carb. So I'm going to have to fix that too. This fuel line was no good too, so I got to do both of those. I'm just going to go ahead and unplug this and put this where it belongs. And I'm going to open my garage door and start this thing. Choke on, choke works. Hole right here is leaking out. I'm going to run the fuel out of it, and I got to take that float bowl off. Choke's off. It's running. Yeah, it's smoking a lot. Yeah, I'm taking this back off. First thing I'm going to do is check this measurement. It's right at 7 millimeters. I'm wondering if these should be set at 9. It is the worst gasket too. Really bad right there. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. Alright, I poured all the gas out of it and I rechecked this thing. And then what I'm going to do with this, I got this junk. I normally don't use it. This stuff right here is an impervious. It's a gasket sealant. It's impervious to fuel. So you don't want to get carried away with this either. And it's a really nasty mess. This stuff sticks to everything. So what I'm going to do is just put it on this gasket. That should be all I need. Just that little bit right there. Put it back on and I'll try that. Okay, my fun is definitely not over yet. I took this all apart because, well, I looked online to try to find a float bowl heist. I slept on it and decided to take it all apart. And I got to reset all these float heist 8.9 millimeters, which is basically 9 millimeters. I actually measured all of these and they were at 9 millimeters, and I dropped them all down to 7 because of something I read, which was really stupid. One other thing too, these jets right here, the rears I put in, this thing was running pig rich on the rear. Yeah, the rear pipes were smoking a lot, like it was too rich. And I was thinking about it, and these actually are bigger in size. I figured no big deal, and they actually didn't screw in. So I actually ran a 5 millimeter by 8 tap down these to make them fit, because I figured, okay, they're keying jets, but for some reason they're a little wrong, so I figured 110 jet size is 110 jet size, because keying is keying, 110 is 110, it's all the same. But it's not, because I looked at my receipt, and the kid, I wanted to order keying jets, and he gave me Makunis. So these are way wrong. That's why they're pig rich. I got to get 2 new jets for these. So I had to order these and they were wrong. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to order these again. It might take days. I don't know. Fun. I got the right stuff. I talked to an older guy, so he actually knew something. The kids I talked to in the first place, all they had was dirt bike jets. So I told the kid that I wanted keying jets, and he says, are they round or hex? And I said, they're round. So he gave me round Makunis, because that's all he knew about. They don't even stock these. So I talked to an older guy, and he's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. We got to special order them. And the kid sold me dirt bike jets. So yeah, regardless of whatever, I would have had to take all of this apart anyways. Okay, it's a carb bank again. Okay, let's try this again. Three's a charm, or whatever karmic bullshit, whatever that is, I hope. Well, I got this old crusty fuel line I kind of screwed up. Well, this is hard as a rock anyways. The other one just totally broke. I can almost feel it snap, just bending it. It's not even pliable anymore. So I got to make a fuel line, and this has a really sharp bend in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use regular fuel line. I'm going to do the gear oil trick just like I did with the boots, because it's easier to get this line on. This stuff goes on pretty tough. Yeah, you just got to kind of be careful, because this is plastic and you can break that. That's why I put a little lube on there. try to get this on. If it don't go on, I'm gonna use a different type of fuel line. It should though. Yeah, this don't want to go on. I'm gonna try to stretch it out a little bit. I got it. Now the thing is with these two is there's no fuel pump on these, so everything, it's good to have everything go downhill. You don't want anything to go up and back down. It's got to be a nice slope down so gravity is on your side. It's actually, I'm going to make quite a tight corner here. I got a really tight bend in here, and that could kink up through time. What I did, I went to the hardware store. I got a spring, and I made sure it was the right diameter for this. And I just cut it down just a little bit. You can leave it a little long because it's a spring. You can push it in as much as you want. I kind of want to try to get it over this one rib if I can. Well, there's no way in hell that's going to kink up on you. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one too. This hose that goes up to the tank. I'm going to leave it sit like that with fuel in it for a good amount of time. See if anything wants to leak on me now. Okay, this thing's been sitting for hours and it's not leaking. I'm going to run this one more time just real quick. I don't want to open my garage door. It's like 90 degrees outside. It's too hot. I'm just going to start this real quick. That's running like it's supposed to. It's not smoking like a pig like it was. I got it, man. I got it. I'm going to assemble this thing. I can put it all together except for the gas tank because I don't have one. Ah, what do you want? Yeah, I'm putting Buford's bike together right now.
Oh, awesome! That's cool.
Like as we speak, I finally got these carbs all put together and working.
The Honda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a V45 Magna. It's actually a
cool
Super
bike.
Magna.
It's a cool bike.
So yeah, I got a little gas in it. I can. Fires right up, man. It runs beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
It's only got 14,000 miles on it. It looks like it's just been, it's weathered like mad, and I guess he had some meth addict messing with the thing and blew in his pipes and filled it all up because he was trying to make it run or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, I had to take the carb banks off, and I had to take them off a couple of times actually because they were messing with me.
Really?
Yeah, they were messing with me good. Oh, I just started it and I got coolant all over the place. For some reason I felt the need to start this thing up and oh wow. I let the coolant pipe off and oh wow. The water pump definitely works. Holy crap. Oh crap, I gotta go get some K&N filter oil for this. Nice. broken at all either. Yeah, them Makuni jets I put in there, they were stupid rich. This thing's running beautiful. Wow. It just needs to get spit shined and polished, and he's got to put a gas tank on it. This thing can rock and roll. He needs tires for it too, a couple other things. I could probably do a brake flush on it too. Change out the brake fluid, maybe the fork oil. I told him to get a tank for it and drive it around a little just to make sure everything's cool. I might do more stuff to this. I don't know. We'll see. Well, that's it. I'm happy.